Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message and I want to tell you to redirect them. Let me say it again. Redirect them. The reason why I'm making this video message is because and I don't want to make this about the holidays, but I'm going to include the holidays in it because you guys know we are in November of 2025 and Thanksgiving is around the corner, Christmas is coming up, the new year will be here any minute now. And I know a lot of you all are passionate about being around your associates, your acquaintances, different family members and friends. But in any setting, I want to make you understand that in any setting, you will have to find yourself redirecting certain people. And you have to redirect certain people because a lot of people have not learned their lesson. What is the lesson I'm talking about, you may ask? I am talking about how people don't know when they should or should not say certain things to you. A lot of people, they are very casual, as I always say, or they are very comfortable pretty much saying what it is they want to you or bringing up what it is that they want to you, and they do it without thinking. A lot of people, believe it or not, they are comfortable talking to you a certain type of way because they feel like because they're related to you, they're your best friend, or they know you very well, that you won't take offense to certain things that they say. And so you being a saved man or a saved woman, for those of you who are here and you're saved, we are taught and programmed to always respond a certain way. And let me change that. I don't want to say we're programmed because the word of God tells us that we should give a soft answer, because a soft answer turns away wrath. So I don't want any one of you to think that it's okay to curse somebody out or to yell at somebody or to say something that fronts somebody off, although they may come to you and say a particular thing. But I understand that when you are in a certain setting and people start talking to you a certain type of way, or they start making reference to certain things that really is not their business, it catches you off guard, it stuns you, it may humiliate or embarrass you, and you are trying to find a way to respond. Some people don't know how to respond. Some people would leave, some people would retreat, and they would get very quiet because they know if they open up their mouth, nothing positive or uplifting is going to come out of it in response to the person that needs to be redirected. I want you guys to know that when you have to redirect somebody, it is not you necessarily in every situation changing the subject of what the person is talking about, but it's to address the issue at hand or to speak about why you are there in the particular situation or engagement that you're at, or you want to redirect them and put the focus on them. I get a lot of questions from many of you all in different emails where you are faced with difficult bosses, you are faced with difficult people in the house of God, you are faced with very problematic family members and even certain friends, and you all don't know how to respond to these people when they call you out of your name, even if they're saying they're doing it in a playful manner. What they feel is playful, you may actually be offended by what it is they are calling you. If they're making reference to something concerning your physical appearance or something about you that is a fault or a flaw. But all you have to do, guys, is learn to redirect people or redirect a person. For example, if you show up and it's Thanksgiving or it's Christmas or the new year is about to come up on you, meaning it's a few hours before the new year is about to set in, and someone comes into the house, or you go to a certain engagement, and they approach you and they say, you know what, I heard that you are really out here acting funny towards people. Since you got that new job and since you got a little bit of money in your pocket, I heard you out here and you real persnickety. I heard you real uppity. See, the issue at hand is not really about your money or your attitude. A lot of times people intentionally want to front you off because they know there is an audience there, and they want to make you look bad. They want to make you look like you are less of a woman or less of a man. They want to give everybody in the room a good chuckle. But you can redirect them, and all you do is place the attention on them. You let them know, oh, you heard that I was acting persnickety because I make more money now, or because I have a new job and I'm not in poverty anymore. Guess what? I'm not here to discuss my income. But how are you? How are you doing? How is your husband if they're married? How are your children? How is everything going at your job? How do you feel about what's happening economically? Is there anything that you feel like you can contribute to the world? Because a lot of people, they are out here going hungry. They are struggling to pay their mortgage or their rent or their car note. Maybe me and you can get together and collaborate, and we can come up with some great ideas so we can help people that are less fortunate. That is how you can gracefully redirect somebody. Another example is this. If you have a family member, because see, this becomes difficult with family, because a lot of times family, they are very removed and distant and cold-hearted when it comes to how you feel about a lot of different things. They don't like you to correct them or check them on how they approach you. They feel like, well, I'm your grandmother, I could call you fat. I'm your grandfather, I'm your auntie, I'm your uncle, I can call you nappy headed. I am your sister, I'm your brother. I could tell you that you used to stink when you was a little girl or you was a little boy. Do you guys catch my drift? When family members start to say these things, a lot of times it's out of place. You may be there for Thanksgiving, you may be there for Christmas, you may be on a vacation, but the way to redirect them is you change the topic. You take it off of what it is they're trying to humiliate or embarrass you about, and you just say, you know what? Did you cook? Because I'm here to eat. Did you cook any of the dishes? Oh, you did? I want to really try what you cooked, because I heard that you can cook really well. You don't even have to return an insult. You don't have to say anything smart alecky. You can just make it about them. You can put the spotlight on them. See, what you guys got to understand is that when you are, and it may be difficult, guys, I'm not telling you that I master this in every single situation. But the thing about it is that you can give a soft answer. You can still be graceful. You can still be respectful. And you never have to hit below the belt like that person is hitting below the belt when it comes to you. And family is known for this. Family is always talking out the side of their throat. They do it. They're comfortable doing it. And if you get offended, if you cry about it, if you get angry about it, that's laughter for them. They will take it. They will make jokes about it. And they feel like you are being too sensitive. But see, this is addressed by me from some years ago. But like I tell you all, a lot of people are new here, and this is something very common that happens in Black families, it happens in Hispanic families, and it happens with people who are not related. But you all know the overall point that I'm trying to make is that you have got to learn, and I'm going to teach you in Jesus' name. I'm going to teach you how you can redirect people. Now, some of you all, you may not want to redirect the person. Some of you all, you're strong enough and you're built strong enough to where somebody can talk crazy to you or say something ignorant and uncouth and disrespectful, and you know how to brush it off, you know how to laugh it off, you know how the person is, and you can just move on, let them say whatever it is they're going to say, and you can keep moving forward. But for those of you who are always faced with a particular individual who loves to call you out, they love to call you out of your name, they love to make a reference to what they personally feel is a physical flaw, they love to talk about what they heard about you, they love to make you the butt of all of their jokes at work, in the neighborhood, at church, amongst other family members, amongst friends. You have got to learn to redirect people. Jesus himself, in several different stories in the Word of God, Jesus would redirect people. Either he would turn the situation around and throw questions, he would throw questions at them, or he would keep the attention on him, but in the sense of what he was there to do. So when people would start lashing out at Jesus, mocking him, laughing at him, and even accusing him, he would then start talking about kingdom matters. He would start telling them how to get themselves prepared for when he does return. He was telling them, I'm going to be leaving soon, but prepare yourself because I will be back. He was talking about different things, but he put the attention and the focus on kingdom matters. So I'm saying that because I don't want you all to be so spiritual, and so overly religious and holy that you feel like it is bad or wrong or a sin to redirect people. You have every right to redirect someone that is trying to stir up commotion, or they're trying to interrupt your peace, or they're trying to get kicks and giggles out of people who are at the engagement that you may be at. It is okay for you to redirect people, but we are not supposed to respond in a nasty, snarky manner. And I know it is not easy. I'm not here to tell you all or to fake and act like when I am faced with certain things with certain people, I'm not telling you all that this happens often. But every blue moon, there is a couple of very ignorant, ghetto and uncouth family members that will say certain things to me. And so the old me, I would just bite their head off. But now I've learned to redirect people. You've got to learn to do this. You can master it, but it takes time. It takes you praying. It takes you, to be honest, being kind of clever and witty. You've got to be a quick thinker, because when you go somewhere, your mindset is not on what you're going to say to somebody if they talk about your weight, or if they talk about your dark skin, or if they talk about what they feel is your nappy hair, or they talk about the fact you got fired, or they talk about your bad marriage, or they talk about how one of your children look. A lot of people, they will do this. They may not take shots at you, but they will try to take shots at your wife or your husband. They will try to talk about your children. They will try to talk about what they see you post on social media. These are a lot of things that come up when you are around family members, when you are around friends, when you are around people that you give access to you from work. This is why I tell you all, you really have got to go to the Lord about who deserves to have access to you, because everybody is not going to carry and conduct themselves like you do. But anyway, when you're faced with these things, and when these things are catching you off guard, and people are saying what they want to you, or they're trying to stir you up, or they're trying to frustrate you, they're trying to make you get emotional or out of character, they're trying to make you angry, they're trying to test you to see how strong you are and how spiritual you are as a woman of God or as a man of God, just learn to redirect them. If they want to make the conversation about you, turn it around and make it about them. but you compliment them. You tell them, you know what, girl, I don't know why you bringing that up to me, but anyway, I like your hair. I love your makeup. You work in them heels. You work in that dress. How are your children? Bring them out here. Let me give my little cousins a hug and a kiss. I've never met your children. Where's your husband at? Let me just shake his hand and hug him to tell him how blessed he is to marry you, because you're such a different woman now, and I'm praying for your family. This is how you learn how to, like I said, gracefully, guys, and lovingly and softly redirect people. Even in the workplace, you may have a boss that likes to front you off. You may not be a certain type of worker that they are accustomed to. I'm not saying you're a horrible worker or you're a bad worker, but you may not work at the same pace that another coworker works at. And so when your boss or your team lead or your supervisor comes across you, they always have something to say, and they do it in front of everybody. Instead of you getting mad, instead of you getting loud, instead of you risking getting suspended, getting written up, losing money, or being looked at as a very aggressive or mean or difficult person to work with, redirect your boss, redirect your supervisor, redirect them and say, you know what? Okay, so you just said that I'm working slowly. Well, you know what? I didn't get a lot of sleep. But you know what? I'm not here to make nobody feel sorry for me. That's on me. But you know what? I did want to tell you, team lead. I did want to tell you, supervisor, you doing an awesome job. You really are training all of us to be the best workers that we can be. And I assure you, I am working to pick up speed. Start saying things like that, because believe it or not, you make the person who's trying to come at you and talk crazy to you and embarrass you and front you off and get kicks and giggles out of people, you make them look stupid. It will confuse them. They won't understand, because when people come to you this way, guys, when they are talking to you a certain way and when they are saying certain things to you, they already know before they see you that it's going to make you feel some type of way. They already know it's going to agitate or irritate you. They know it's going to get you going. They know how to push certain buttons, especially if they've been doing it for a while and you've been quiet. Sometimes people will pick and pick and pick and poke the bear and rattle the cage. They'll do it for weeks and weeks, months and months, years and years, days and days, hours and hours, and you're still being quiet. And so they want to just catch you on that one day where you like, today is not the day. Now I'm about to check you. And they're waiting for you to give them the response that they're looking for. But guess what? You got to do the opposite. Redirect them. Redirect them. Let them know, you know what? The bathrooms are not clean the way they should be. When I walked in the bathroom this morning, I saw a puddle of water. You might want to talk to the janitor. I'm not saying that the janitor didn't clean the bathroom, but I want you to warn the janitor too, to let them know that they got to be careful, because the hard work that they're doing in the bathroom, sir or ma'am, if your supervisor is a male or female, let them know, hey, the janitor, they can slip and fall when they go in the bathroom. So I just want to just throw that out there and let you know, sir or ma'am. Learn to redirect people, and things will be a lot better for you. Things will be a lot easier for you. You will learn how to gain control of the temperature in the room. And now in 2025, people are now worse. To me, from what I see, people are worse now with how they talk to you and things that they bring at you, because the more that you're quiet and the more that you are graceful, people twist that around, and they will sometimes, unfortunately, look at you like you're weak or like you are intimidated or outright afraid of them. They confuse it. But what you have to start doing is get bold like they are, but you get bold in a holy way. You get bold in a righteous way, because also something that I notice with these calibers of people, they want attention. A lot of times people, when they don't have a personality, when they don't have anything to talk about, when they are not getting the attention of people in the room who are around them, they will take a shot at you. So what's the quickest way to get attention? When somebody walks in a room, if they're a plus size man or woman, they'll make reference to the person's weight. Oh, girl, you done got so fat. You done got so big. Oh, boy, you done got so big. Man, you are so black. You so dark, just like your father. Or, man, you ain't high today. You ain't drunk today. You all know how people act and how they talk. But when they do this, it's because they know immediately it's going to get them attention. They know people going to be patting them on the back, hitting them on the back, cackling and laughing loud and hollering, and that will make them think that they really are funny, when in reality they really are not funny. They have no sense of humor. It's just that they know how to say trigger words and trigger statements to you that will get the attention and the rise out of people around them. But when you can still stay there with a straight face, and you don't have to raise your voice, you don't have to curse, you don't have to hit them below the belt. You could just say, oh, you know what? Yeah, you talking about my weight, you talking about my skin color, you're talking about my hair, but you know what? Guess what? I am not missing any meals. I've been eating so good. Now, what do you got in your refrigerator? Can I come to your house and grab some things? Because I'm low on some items at home. See, things like that will turn a situation around. It'll redirect them, and it will catch them off of guard. It will catch them off guard to where they don't really know what to do with you. They don't really know what to do with it. Now, some of them, they might be bold and they'll still want to go toe to toe. Some of them, they just like that. But you still got to learn. You got to become more skilled at redirecting people. And like I said, you do it whether it's the holiday season, you do it when you go to work, you do it when you go to church, you do it when you're around people in your community. If you are involved in your community like that, anybody that you come across, it's some people in public, in the streets, that will try to call you out and say certain things to you just because they know you a nice person. And they may just be like, oh, you look like so-and-so, and they trying to be funny. But redirect them. Just say, you know what? I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. Do you know the Lord? Do you know Jesus? Well, you know what? Let me tell you a little bit about him and what he's done for me. See, things like that, that shuts people down, because automatically when you start talking about religion, or when you start talking about God, a lot of people, they get angry or they get uncomfortable with that, and then they leave you alone. When you start talking about something positive over them being negative, they don't like that because it doesn't get them attention. It's not interesting. It's not funny. It is not getting a rise out of people. People get uncomfortable. It's boring. So continue to be loving. Continue to be positive. Above anything, what I want you all to take away from this video message is learn to redirect people. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.